Spurs 14th in the Premier League, in danger of the lowest finish since 2004. Chairman Daniel Levy's been saying this week the club's spending in the transfer market must be sustainable and smart after their latest financial results showed a fall in revenue. 1999 League Cup winner with Spurs, Ramon Vega, was on with us earlier this morning and probably summed up how most fans are feeling right now.
I think the fans so far had enough. Let's be honest with you. We are talking now here, the losers here are always the fans. The most expensive tickets up and down the country. All right? So now it's coming out, we can't spend what we don't have. 42% of the wage of the salary. Well, the board has itself very good bonuses. They're the owners on top of that. And have a good salary as well. So I'm thinking a little bit, where is actually the passion for football here within this ownership? It's very clear. This is just poor business.
Frustrated Ramon Vega, really reflecting what a lot of Spurs fans are going to be thinking. Scott, who is a Spurs fan, he thinks the same sort of thing. He says, morning, gents, I'm going to get in early here, Levy, as I've been going for 50 years. He still misses the key point. He talks about spending within your means, and I get that, but he never, ever addresses the high spending on poor recruitment and the amount of buys that then had their contracts terminated and walked away, Aurier, Doherty and Dombele, etc., with no money whatsoever coming back into the club, plus the amount of sacked managers he's had to pay off. He always avoids that one. Bad football decisions, so says Scott, the Spurs fan. Let's go to the phone lines and get some reaction from Tottenham fans, shall we? Kishan is a Tottenham supporter. Morning, Kishan.
Good morning, Kishan.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Jeff. Great show as always.
Thank you.
Yeah, just a couple of things that I kind of wanted to mention. I mean, kind of echoing what Ramon just mentioned. I mean, we've got the highest paid director in world football in Daniel Levy, and, you know, for mediocrity, essentially. And for me, I mean, in any other workplace, if you were given a pay rise for the level in terms of what we're getting, you know, it's laughable for me. I mean, look, my argument is the fact that, yes, we do spend money on players. That has never been an issue for me. It's more of a case of the players that we're likely to attract. I mean, look, I'm not comparing us to the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, etc. But the teams I do look at are the likes of, say, Aston Villa, who a couple of years ago just avoided relegation. Even in January, if you look at the likes of Asensio and Marcus Rashford. Now, where are Tottenham in these kind of scenarios? And the biggest example for me was in January, on deadline day, when we made a reported £70 million bid for Mark Gahey, which, let's be fair, it was never going to be accepted by Steve Parish at Crystal Palace. However, if we showed intent, say, at the beginning of the window to go in for the likes of Gahey, which is the sort of player we should be going for to improve our first-team squad, it might have given us a better chance. But the way it's all done, it seems to be like a PR stunt, to be honest, to say, oh, look, we put in the bid, we made the offer, but look, it got rejected, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. And it just shows that the whole dynamic and the core of the club internally is just not where it should be, and it's more around how many times can we get Beyonce performing at the stadium, and that really isn't where the club should be at, especially where we're looking to go as fans.
Kishan, great call.
Great call,
Thank you very much indeed.
Well done.
Of course, we were told not to call them Tottenham, weren't we? Taz is a Tottenham fan. Morning, Taz.
Morning, Taz. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. So when Levy took over the club about 25 years ago, he made a statement to say that this is not about passion. This is strictly business. And this being played out. And it's being played out in the most horrible way for the fans. You know, 30 non-football events a year. Imagine how much money that brings in. We've got the lowest wages to revenue ratio, not in the league, not only in the league. I'm talking about Europe. Yeah, it's disgraceful. We need new owners that are passionate about the football. Yeah. Another statement he made about the stadium is going to be game-changing. I don't understand where he gets his ego from, because no one likes him.
I don't think he cares about that, though, Taz. All he cares is that he runs it as a business. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Taz.
For that. Lee is another Spurs fan. Morning, Lee.
Good morning, Lee.
Morning, Lee. What's your thoughts?
Morning, boys. How are you?
We're
Yeah,
very
good,
well,
thanks,
thank
mate.
you. What are you thinking about Spurs at the moment, mate?
Well, basically, we've got, you think about it, we've spent the money on players and all the stuff that's gone through the club, basically to reiterate what they just said. I mean, we've got Beyonce, the boxing, F1, endless amounts of concert that goes on, and we've got Timo Werner on loan for 2 years. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Like, just basically, like they said, he says it's going to be game changer, it's going to be this. I swear to God, I think he knows there's a protest this Sunday and he's just trying to rile everyone up because, again, he's going to have it again from both barrels again and he's just going to not say anything. He doesn't know what he's doing football-wise at all. He hasn't got a clue.
Lee, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks,
We're going to
mate.
try and squeeze one more in before the break. Rob is a Spurs fan. Morning, Rob.
Good morning, Rob.
Morning, Jeff. Morning, Ali. Yeah, Levy needs to go, mate. He's been in too long. He's not interested in the team. He's not interested in the fans. You know, he's just interested in putting money in his own pocket. You know, the revenue on our new stadium has been paid off by all the other events, and he's still saying we're in debt. Can't understand any of that.
Do you have a sympathy, Rob? Do you have sympathy for the current manager and previous managers then?
Yes. Yeah. They've not had the money there to spend. It's been ridiculous. You know, they're not even getting the choice in their players. It's what Levy wants to bring in, not what they want.
Do you see things, Rob, do you see things getting worse before they get better?
If Levy's still there, yes.
Hey, worrying thought if you're a Tottenham fan, that is
Yeah.
for sure. Rob, thanks very much
Thanks,
for
mate.
your call. Have as good a day as you can. All Tottenham fans all got the same complaint, haven't they? Daniel Levy will say, though, this is a business
Best-run
and
club.
we need to run it as a business. But isn't football a very different business to every other business out there?
I think where a lot of the Spurs fans would be, yes, we want it run like a business. Yes, we want it to be a profitable business. But the amount of profit shouldn't determine from what we're getting on the pitch. I think the Spurs
We want to see that profit plowed back in.
Correct. That's the point I'm trying to make. I think they'd be happy. Obviously, the club has to be run prudently and successfully, which it will be under Levy. There's no doubt about that. But I think the Spurs fans' complaint would be, there's too much emphasis on profit rather than product.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.